to testify, the same people standing around listening. Where's the people who really need the help from us to help them? They don't show up.
Right.
So we need to team up somehow and get into the park. We need to get some women who know what the budget's all about to go down to the family shelter and talk to those people down there.
Right.
Every time we mention that, nobody from the coalitions go down there and talk to them.
Well, we got a bunch of families to testify at the last.
Well, first of all, let me
We need to get everybody. All 150 women and children should be there.
Hey, we got a hand over here.
Okay, can I just say one last thing on that point? If anyone would like to testify, or if you go out and encourage others who want to testify, they can call the legal clinic and we can work with you about your testimony and help prepare you for the hearing. So that's incredibly important, so please call.
Do you have a sign-up sheet for people who want to testify right now? We can just sign our names.
We can get one.
That's the call-in, but we can certainly, I'll circulate. The sign-up sheet is for the walk-around on the 4th.
I think it's actually better for people to call the council themselves and sign themselves up to testify, actually.
What is the walk-around? Can you explain to me what that's going to entail?
The walk-around will be probably, depending on how many people are there, dividing everyone up into groups and going to each council member's office and asking to talk to the person in charge of, the human services area or the budget area, and then talking to that person for 5 to 10 minutes about our concerns about the homeless services budget. There's a lot of council members who don't know. When you look at the budget, it doesn't look like there's a cut to homeless services. So it's really educating, telling them there is this cut, and telling them what DHS is saying this cut means, so that maybe they'll actually, when they go to the vote, they're going to stop and think about.
Because I'm thinking we really need to be aggressive, like Eric was saying, what Brother Shabazz was saying. We really need to do what we did during the civil rights era. We need to have signs. We need to protest. We need to make them feel very uncomfortable. They're going to be making homeless people feel very uncomfortable. People are going to be losing their lives, okay? So we need to make them feel uncomfortable. We need to protest. For real, for real.
Okay, hold.
That means signs.
Hold up, one.
Hey, people where they need to go.
I got to cut you off just for a minute because
in numbers.
We got several hands that have been up for a while that haven't been called on. You?
I just wanted to state, homeless people can assist themselves. Homeless families can assist themselves by going to whomever manages each of these shelters and indicating to them that the neediest families are not necessarily the families being serviced. You'll find in homeless shelters all over Washington, D.C., individuals who are simply not homeless. If they were more proactive about dealing with those who use shelters as a place to hide, that in and of itself would ultimately increase the money for homeless services.
Okay. What's your name? You want to say your name?
Pardon?
Do you want to say your name on the record? No? Okay. Arafa, you got something to say?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. There's a way to approach this to incorporate most of what has been said here today. And the first place to begin is for those who do believe in God, we need to take a moment and we need to pray. I think we've left that element out. A lot of times we go to church, the mosque, wherever, and then we forget God when it comes to things like this. This is merely a challenge. Okay, that having been said, Jim Graham. Everybody know Jim Graham?
Yeah.
Everybody know his number?
No.
It's on the paper. We got paper.
724-8181, the easiest number in the world. Jackie Reyes, she has oversight over the, well, first of all, Jim Graham has oversight over
human
homeless
services
issues through human services. Does everybody know that?
Yes.
Okay. So rather than trying to target everybody on here, you start with Jim Graham. We all, even those who are not at this meeting today, okay, and first of all, let me preempt it with this. We can come up with a name for this paper for CCNV. It's basically a CCNV update. Everybody here is to write an article, to do something, to go in the paper, anonymously or otherwise. Because those who are not here need to know what's going on, want to know what's going on, but have to work, go to school, or whatever the case may be. everybody that said anything, put that in writing, okay? Rico, we need your help to use the computer lab. If we can set aside 2 computers, you know, and work on getting that paper out. We have sources that'll make copies, you know, whatever the case is, to make sure that everybody here, Open Door, John O. Phillips, and
Clean and sober.
Clean and Sober. Clean and Sober. No, I know what I'm saying, John O. Phillips. Anyhow, we've got to get, all right, understanding of who Jim Graham is, what his position is, who in his office does what. Okay? Our presentations have to go to him. Now, you want to get the signs, you want to make your presentation through this newsletter, and with t-shirts, hats, whatever. We've already talked to Jackie Reyes, who is a Latino affairs person. She is also the outreach person. She has too many positions. Since I've been back in January, they lied to us. They told us they was going to open a way for an African American affairs person in Jim Graham's office, and then throughout the council. They said they was going to open up a position for a committee, a homeless committee, in the office to work through the office, okay? That, I think, is our first line of defense, second line of defense, rather. Before we start jumping out doing all this other stuff. I totally disagree with going to any more hearings. We have something far greater. I totally agree with you. Been there, did that. We need to secure every hearing from, I'll go back as far as 1989, where testimony has already been given, okay? We don't need to keep doing, no, we're taking, these are bullets, these are steps. We don't need to keep on doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. We need to present the alternative, okay? A lot of people don't go because they're tired of the same reaction, okay? April 12th, I went to the hearing. What has been done? No. Okay? So, we're not going to keep doing that to the people. Okay. The people have the best idea. Let me
Arafa, can I tell you this? Okay, before you came in, we already mentioned that Rico has offered this room on an ongoing basis. We have an open invitation. And what I was going to say is that we should plan to meet here on a regular basis. Exactly. So before we leave here, we should establish contact, and we should all plan to meet here on a regular basis. So I mean, what do we meet, like every week, 2 weeks? I mean, while we're going, stop. Let me finish. Okay. Now I think we should start out by planning to meet every week, and then as things simmer down a bit, maybe we should spread it out to every 2 weeks. But anyway, so let's all decide right now. Do you want to meet here every week?
Before you do that, let me put one point out. You have Open Door and you have John O. Phillips. These women are put out now that hypothermia is over 7 days a week. Open Door, John O. Phillips with their belongings. Valerie is one of those, okay?
I was put out and I asked for a meeting with you, Rico, several times. I asked this to see, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, we can fill the beds upstairs, person.
With you? She said there were no beds that very day. She gave about 20 women a bed. I've been coming back morning. Now, I was outside for a while in the storm, in the rain, on the ground, on my suitcase. You know?
But actually, let's answer that issue. But hold up, because we got Rico on the spot, and so I want to give Rico the opportunity to explain that there's a city policy that limits how many beds you can have here. So he can tell you more than I can about that. But there is a city policy that so you want to explain that, Rico, since we already brought it up?
What I would like to do is I would like to talk to the lady on a personal basis.
Okay. Okay, beautiful.
And continue the reason as to why we're here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. If we're going to help homeless families way over there, I think we need to begin with helping the people here who are out on a limb.
Okay.
Open Door.
30 seconds.
They don't have.
30 seconds.
Hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. You distract people. Open Door. They don't have to carry their belongings. John O. Phillips, they do. Okay. A suggestion, Rico, and I'll be willing to work on the cleanup. Okay. If we can have this place open by 6:30 in the morning, and the women can come down here, and everybody here that's mountain is willing to volunteer to make this happen, okay? We have people who will donate food so they can have breakfast. We got 20,000 kitchens who will work on preparing a decent breakfast, not some, a decent breakfast, 7 days a week. We've been wanting to do this for a long time now. First, so those women are out of the cold or the heat. Second, to give them an opportunity to speak as well and begin to heal, okay? And then to further organize. We cannot organize as CCNV and forget about those women that you see sleeping on the side, sitting on the sidewalk, day in and day out, and can't go in till 7 o'clock. If we can work something.
I would like to say again, the issue that we came into this room for was homeless services cuts. The issue that you are talking about is a housing issue. It's a temporary housing issue that this meeting was not designed for. This meeting
Can I make the connection? Can
Okay.
I make the connection?
Actually, no.
Because these people are going to be affected as well.
Listen. You're talking about organizations that don't have anything to do with CCNV and how they run their program, which is not what we're here for. We are here specifically about the homeless services cuts of $20 million. We can have another meeting about a camaraderie between John L. Phillips and Open Doors, but this meeting is about $20 million cuts, not ours.
Okay, so these people that we assist understand the connection.
There is.
Wait. Please let me say this.
Okay. But Arafa, you both got in the meeting, Arafa. Come on, Arafa. Arafa, you got to shut it down, Arafa. For real, Arafa. You got to shut it down now. You both got in the meeting.
I want to hear the exchange.
Okay.
I want to hear the exchange.
He said he wants to hear the exchange. The cameraman wants to hear the exchange. May I please make the connection? These same people that we're going to ask or desire to support us in our endeavor, okay, for what the agenda is, are the same people that's going to be sleeping out on the curb. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to feel good asking any of those ladies, talking to them about budget cuts, and they don't even have a place to rest their head at 7 o'clock.
In this city, there are 83 homeless services organizations. 83, not just John L. Young, not just Open Doors, 83 transitional homeless services organizations. We need to get to all of them, and that's what this meeting is about. This meeting is about a $20 million cut and getting to the entire homeless community in Washington, D.C. We're not pinpointing or trying to tie in 1 or 2 folks. We're trying to get to 83 homeless services organizations.
Amen.
They can help.
Okay, Deborah.
They can help.
Deborah, go ahead.
Yeah. I want to know what's being done with the media, because we need to utilize the media, television, the radio stations, in order to inform the community about what's going on. We've got to use the media, we've got to use the press, okay? That's just necessary. Right. Also, we need to contact all these shelters and pass out flyers, okay? Maybe have some kind of teach-in so we can present the information to each and every shelter so everyone knows what's going on.
That's a great idea.